Okay, so what I wanted to show today is how to upload your hero page, create an images folder, and upload your images to that directory at GitHub. So this is an example of a repository, my website 2, with the index page uploaded and with it set to be a website. So if I go to settings, um, here is the link, and this is now live. There's my page. Here's the image from that's hot linked. This link is a bad link, so my hero page is not uploaded yet, so I get a 404 error. And the next step is to try to get that to get the file up, and also the uh, the images into that into the correct folder. So I'm going to start with, let's get the images loaded up. And so the way that we need to do that is there isn't a quick add folder button, because the way GitHub works, something has to be in a directory for that directory to exist. If you remove all the files out of a directory, out of a folder, the folder goes away too. So if you're looking to how do I delete a folder, you got to delete everything that's in it first. So that's what I'm going to do. In my website folder, here is here's atouring.jpg and hero.bkgnd.gif. I'm going to start by making this atouring.jpg. So to do this, I'm going to add a file, but instead of uploading it, I'm going to create a new file. That's going to allow me to make this directory. Notice that here's my repository, website 2, with a slash. That means I'm inside a folder called my website 2. I want to make a new folder called images. And the way I indicate that this is a folder, otherwise known as a directory, I'm going to put a slash, and now I'm going to put the name. The name is atouring.jpg. And I'm going to commit this change. So GitHub is expecting me to write some code. This is a file of some sort, but it's an image. You don't really write code for an image. I'm going to commit this change. So it makes this, and it's now happy. It thinks that there's a file there. There's a name. There's no lines of code to it, but it does exist. If I go to my go to my website folder, here's index, there's the README, here's this directory called images, and it looks like Alan Turing is there, but not really. If I click on it, again, here's the no lines of code that's there. So I'm going to I'll be inside my images directory, and I now want to add a file, but this time I want to actually upload and add the correct image. Because the name is identical, when you upload on top of another file with the exact same name, capitalized and spelled correctly, same extension, it will wipe out what was there and in its place put the new file. So you have to be a little careful. Sometimes you don't want to do that. And some programs are going to tell you that, hey, are you sure you want to do that? GitHub does not. GitHub will assume that you know what you're doing and upload that particular file. I'm going to actually do this quickly. I'm going to select both Alan Turing and my hero background.gif, open both of those. Here are both of them. And now when I commit that change, those two files are going to be added to the website directory. Now I'm inside my website 2 repository. If I click on images, there are the two files. If I click on Alan Turing, there's the picture of Alan. It's no longer just an empty page. If I go back to images, click on hero background, here is the background for that particular, with that, whatever it is, carpet, sweater, whatever texture that it happens to be. So I'm almost done, except that I don't have the hero.html loaded up yet. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to be inside my website folder, website 2 in my case, and upload hero.html. Go back one. Here it is. That's it. And I'll commit this change. And when I make that commit, now both of those files are in fact uploaded to the right spot. If I wanted to see my page, I don't have a quick, here is the link. There's my page, just as I showed you before. That's all good. But now when I click on Meet My Hero, that page loads, and sometimes you have to refresh. The background is not showing up. That seems strange to me. Let me see what's going on with that. Sometimes it just takes a little time. That might have been a little fast. We'll take a look and see. So the reason my page did not load, or I'm sorry, the page loaded, but the image is wrong, and so it's white. If I actually take a look at the source code at GitHub, I'm noticing that the background is looking for hero background 3.jpg. So that's an old version that I forgot to change. So I'm going to quickly make that change, and then, well, you know what? I'll show you how to edit on the fly. So I'm going to go back again, and go to my code. Here is hero. This is the problem. This line here, it should be hero bkgnd.gif. So if I click the edit, the pencil, I'm going to edit the file directly, and this needs to be a GIF, and I need to get rid of the 3. So it should be hero bkgnd dot gif. That looks good. Commit the change. That looks fine too. And if I go to my settings, scroll again to GitHub Pages, there's the page, moment of truth. Still no dice. Hit refresh. So sometimes if you make a change and you quickly want to see it, what's happening is that your browser's going out to GitHub, getting the HTML, storing that locally, and that's what you're seeing. You have to, excuse me, you have to force your browser to go back to GitHub to get the right one. So it was getting the wrong one. When I hit refresh, I said, hey, no, really go back to GitHub, get the new code loaded in. So if you make a change and you test and nothing happened, try hitting refresh and seeing if that works. So that's it. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, see ya.